So I only use. I mean, I follow people I know. Or people follow me that don't know me. Whatever the case may be. Um, I'm super big on the law of attraction, right? Because I've super proven it time after time. And what I've proven is literally whatever you set your mind to, you can accomplish. Like literally, just your mind sometimes, just your mind. And so I figure, like, I be having conversations in my DMs separately with people who like want to know like what the hell I got going on or what I be doing or what are my thoughts on certain things, and a lot of it be about like how did I do something or how can I, right? So I figured I'd just tell you guys some stories that I have proof on. So like, if I had to phone a friend, I could. So so it all started like when I was 15, and I used to watch 106 in Park all the time, all the time. That's all I did. And so I grew up sheltered. My parents are from the Caribbean. I'm the firstborn in America, in the United States. So super sheltered. Couldn't go across the hall damn near. But I always wanted to go to 106 in Park. It always looked fun. And like I never knew how to do it, and I knew I couldn't go no how. So one day, my neighbor, she came and knocked the door. Shout out Karen. And she knocked the door like, girl, you trying to go to 106 in Park? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm trying to go to 106 in Park. So I went with her mother, and we enjoyed 106 in Park. The episode was B2K and IMX was performing. And after that, I ain't know what to do with myself. I done turned into Miss 106 in Park. So this is me using the law of attraction unknowingly. So I'm gonna do two parts to using the law of attraction, like how I've used it knowingly and unknowingly, right? So unknowingly, I manifested going to 106 in Park, right? I manifested that. The girl across the hall, I played with her all the time growing up. She came through. She was like, "Yo, you trying to go?" I'm like, "Yeah." So we went, right? And after that, I mean, it became a habit for me. She actually never went back with me. I don't know if she ever went back after that, but I know my ass was going to 106 Park all the time. It was probably like the only place that my family was safe with me going to, unsupervised. So that's one thing. And then another thing that I manifested, funny enough, when I get into the story through 106 in Park, through that platform. So I went to 106 in Park, and I had asked my mother the day before for some money to get some Air Maxes, right? And she was like, "Oh, I ain't got it for the Air Maxes, girl. You know we about to go to Panama. You should have said something sooner." I'm like, "They just came out." But it was a no on the sneakers, right? So I go to 106 and Park the next day, and it's G Unit there, and they was bringing out, like, introducing Olivia, right? But that same day, they gave out vouchers for some G Unit sneakers, and 50 just so happened to come in the audience and throw mad money. But before he threw all the money, he put $300 in my hand, right, straight in my palm. Like straight, I ain't had to run for the money. I could have sat right where I was at, and I was just like, wow, I could go buy my sneakers on the way to the crib, which I did. So I manifested the sneakers through 106 in Park, like that platform, like just that was an opportunity, and then I even managed to get my hands on one of those guests that used to come through to the show. So I'm in the 106 in Park waiting area before they take us up to the studio, and your boys start walking through the metal detectors, but you got to walk past the room to get to the elevators, I believe. Yeah, right. So I'm on my way out the waiting room, and your boy coming through the hallway, right? So before I even get to all of that, backtrack. That same week, I wanted those sneakers, and I had went to 106 and got the bread from 50, right? That whole weekend, I kept hearing this song. And I'm not going to tell y'all the song because this is going to give it away. If you know me, you know. If you don't, figure it out, I guess. Right? So I'm hearing the song everywhere, and I like it, but I don't know who's singing it. I'm like, whose song is this? Who is it? Sounded like a Keisha Cole song, but it wasn't, obviously. So this whole time, you know, I'm hearing this song. I'm like, oh, it sound dope, but I don't ever catch it in the crib. I only always hear it outside. And that's when people used to really listen to the radio. So, like I said, I was going to Panama. So I bought me a bootleg CD or Flatbush. You know, they got the whole mixes, right? So I bought the CD, and I'm on the plane. I put in the CD player, and I'm on the plane. I put my headphones on. And, you know, I'm going through the songs. And the song I have been hearing all weekend is on the CD. So I'm like, finally, yes. Who is this? So when I see the name, I'm like, okay, I don't know who that is. And it said featuring a rapper. So I'm like, okay. When I get to the song, the rapper not on the song, but the song is the song, right? So I'm like, why say featuring if he ain't even on the song? So I'm like, see, maybe that's not even whose song it is, right? So I'm back confused. I don't know if that's the person's song. Nonetheless, though, it's my shit, right? I was a super dancer back then. How was I, 17? I was 17, right? Super dancer. So I'm playing all the songs. I'm in Panama. I got the song on repeat. I'm dancing. I get back on the plane back home with my mother, and we on the plane, right? And you know those magazines that they used to have on the planes. And so I'm going through the magazine. I get to the music section, and it says, oh, #1 hit single in the country right now. And I'm like, okay. So when I looked at the song and the person on the CD, I'm like, okay, that's the same person. All right. So you see how I got clarity? Clarity. How I got clarity. So I was in Brooklyn, didn't know whose song it was, got on the plane, right? And had a CD, had the song on it, right? So now I'm a step closer, right? But then I'm still a little confused, right, while I'm in Panama. But then when I get back on the plane, it's as if the universe answered my question, because I literally turned in the book and it was right there. I was like, wow, okay, that's what he looked like? Wow, okay. That's what he was looking like. I was like, Ma, you see him right here? I'm a Baghdad. Watch. Don't let him show up to 106. I'm going to Baghdad. And she was like, girl, you think you going to bag anybody light skin? I was like, whatever, right? So, but I didn't take that like serious. I said it, and I thought about it, and I let it go. I told my mother, and we laughed about it. I get back, and Katrina had happened that year. And let's say I got back on a Wednesday. 106 and Park was having a telethon for Katrina on that Friday, right? So I'm like, ooh, I'm going to 106 and Park. It's about to be lit, you know, for the cause. So they were showing like videos, because I hadn't seen 106 and Park the whole time I was in Panama. They ain't had a cable with the BET, right? So I finally put the TV on. I couldn't wait to watch 106 and Park. I see the video. Why would I get in the house and put the TV on? It's the same person that's on the CD in the magazine. Now I get to see the video. So I'm like, okay. Shorty got some talent. All right. Watch. I was like, watch. So I call my best friend. I'm like, yo, Olivia, we out on Friday. We going to 106. I'm about to bag so-and-so. It's about to be lit. So we do. We go. I went to my high school. Because we graduated. Did I go to? No. Yeah, we did. We came back. Yeah, I think it was like vacation or something like that. So we went to school, and then we left early and went to 106 and Park on Friday, right? So we got online, and we did the whole 9 yards. We sat down. So fast forward to now, I'm walking out the waiting room, and Shorty walking through the hallway with his security. So I'm like, I walked out just like, oh, he look good, right? Or some little kids like, who that? But I ain't paying no mind. So it wasn't because I went to the vending machine. But when I'm coming back from the vending machine, I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. You so-and-so. And he was like, he just started laughing, and the security laughed, and then he laughed. I was like, it's okay, boo. I'm going to see you upstairs. Right? So we get upstairs. I'm like, I'm on the first row of the bleachers. My best friend, she at the top of the bleachers. And he performed with the rapper who was never on the song. Anyway, so I heard that version that day, right? Well, I heard it that day in the video, and then I saw him perform it live on that Friday, right? So the rapper came. He acted like he was giving hugs to everybody. I was like, I don't want a hug from you. I'm waiting for so-and-so. And when so-and-so had came through, I was like, he was like, you want an autograph? I was like, nah, I want to be Miss So-and-so. And he looked at me. He was like, you want to be Miss So-and-so? I was like, yes, I'm trying to be Miss So-and-so. And he was like, well, we can see about that. I'm like, okay. He said, we can see about that. I turned around to my friend. He said, we can see about that. So then my dumb ass got to doing some other shit. It was hilarious. But nonetheless, fast forward into that moment, right? Because the show's still going on or whatever. I meet a girl there named Tamara. Shout out to Tamara, not my hairstylist, but this other girl named Tamara who used to work for Def Jam at the time, like on the street team or whatever. So she had like a big, like, binder of a bunch of word up pictures of mad people, and I had one to B2K, but I didn't know that this person was out this long, that he was all up in the word up. I'm like, damn, I went to Panama for 2 weeks and they didn't just bust somebody all out. Where was I? Who was this? Right? So me and her used to talk on AOL Messenger. That's how old this is. I said I was 17, right? AOL Messenger. And she was like, oh, me and so had a little email conversation. He had sent me a pic. I'm like, where he sent you a pic? Send me the pic. She was like, no, I'm not gonna send you the pic because then girl, he gonna think I'm sending his stuff everywhere. I'm like, okay, I feel you on that. So I'm like, she was like, but I'm gonna forward you the email. Oh, Tamara, I love you, but that was crazy because that's what got me here. But the universe, like everything's on purpose, on accident, on purpose, right? So she forwarded me the thing, and I just look at the email. I'm looking at the picture. I scroll down to the picture, like, that's him. But then when I look at the to who and to from and CC's, I CC's the email. So I'm like, should I send the email? Like, should I say? Because I felt like I had left an impression enough for you to remember who I was. Like, I know you meet people all the time, but I felt in that moment, I was like, he gonna know it's me, girl. When that was the DMs back then. You slid in somebody's email, was the DMs back then, honey. All right, so I had slid in the email. And I went to go wash the dishes. And I called my other homegirl, and we was on three-way. I was washing dishes and all of that. And so that was, let's say, yeah. So this is all on Friday and Saturday, because I spoke to the girl on, like, Saturday. Then I emailed him, right? But I had a curfew on the phone, so I couldn't really get calls after 12. So I had went to go wash the dishes at 11. I had an hour to talk on the phone. I'm on the phone talking, girl. And I'm like, I got off the phone. I was like, let me go check this email. Child, he probably cussed my ass out, told my weird ass get on. But when I went in there, it was three of them. I was like, well, he cussed me out stink, girl. He cussed me out stink. But to my surprise, honey, he was like, ooh, I remember you. What's up with you? What's up with you? What's your number? You was cute. I was like, all right. I knew it. I knew I was cute, right? So anyhow, because I was like, in the email, I was like, do you remember the girl with the blonde streaks? Because I had just came back with some blonde streaks. I was the only one with streaks. I was like, you remember the girl with the orange shirt with the blonde streaks and them Air Maxes? I had them Air Maxes on, honey. Them orange joints I wanted. I was like, and she was like, she want to be Miss So-and-so? So then he hit me back like, yeah. And then he was like, what's your number so I could call you? So I sent the number.